Hello.
Hey mate, how are you?
I'm good. Let me put a timer here.
Sorry it took some time because I was really sick.
I see. Oh, Benzona?
Yes, I'm from Israel. Nice one.
I can hear. Okay.
My accent?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, the Demi boy accent more.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay,
It's
one
good.
sec. Let me turn on the screen share.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. One sec, mate. Okay. My guild wanted to know when we are doing it.
Are you? Are they paying you?
No.
You're paying me. Then they have to pay you, right?
Okay, let me turn on the screen share and let's get started.
Yeah, I think you have to screen share, not game share, because I think game share just gives you a
no,
black
game
screen
share?
or something.
Okay.
Yeah, if you screen share and then make your game full screen, that's like the easiest way to do it.
So 1 second. I'll put the notepad on my other screen.
Oh yeah, notepad. Yeah.
So do you have any specific things that you want to start?
Yes. Hang on, let me
Okay.
go.
Do you mind if I start with some few words before we start checking? Like showing you some stuff, or do you like to just go over your list?
I mean, you can start if you want to, and I'll. We both have our checklists.
Okay, so I started to play 16. I mean, this is my 16th day playing Maple Story.
Mm-hmm.
So some things quite changed when I paid you. I mean, I replaced my Von Leon set with the CRA set.
Okay.
Most of my CRA is 6% int. And the things I need to work on is like the arcane power. I haven't done the Choo-Choo prequest yet. I'm
Okay.
in the middle of the Choo-Choo prequest.
But you're there
And
now and
my
you're a
link
Kanna,
skins.
so this should be easy, right?
Yes. And my link skins and my legion is still low. That's a new account. That's the things that I know that I need to work on them.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what order you're gonna work on them?
Yeah, I think I really want ID as fast as possible, like Lumi and the Oyong link skills, and then Phantom for the crit rate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my ID and crit rate is pretty high right now because of the buff.
Yeah,
so
but that's gonna.
fair. Yeah.
You have a few more
So
weeks
I'll
before
change
that
it.
goes away, so.
And my inner ability is 20% crit.
Oh, nice.
I think this is the legendary line. This is the unique line, right?
Yeah. Well, so if you get it to legendary, standard is that you have a legendary line and then 2 epic lines. But both of the epic lines can be unique, but it's random. But there's more chance for them to be epic than to be unique. But critical rate is like one of the best unique lines in the game. So that's like a really good start you have there now. Basically, you just save up a lot of honor experience, and then you wait for 50% off, and then you lock the critical rate, and then try to go for your top line, which is what exactly? Boss damage or something?
Yeah, but the Kanna is going to be my meso farming, so I like thinking about switching to meso obtain.
Well, you can get 20% meso-obtain on the top lane and keep the 20% crit. Like the 20% crit is going to be like impossible to ever get back. You really want that. It's super rare. Yeah, you want to keep that one.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
So let's get started with your list, and let's have fun.
Yeah. Okay. Let's finish up the things that you already talked about. Like you talked about the Legion and the Link skills. So the Hoyoung buff will give you the 10%, which isn't like crazy for IED. So the IED is mainly important if you're going to be bossing a lot with your character. If your purpose is farming, then Hoyoung will give you like it'll make your range go up a lot, but it only will do a lot if you're one-shotting. Because it only gives you bonus damage.
Too, right?
Yeah. That is that's your priority. But as long as you don't one-shot, then a skill that. So Hoyoung Link skill gives you 16% on your first hit, I think. So if you two-shot, then it only gives you 8%, right? Because 16 on the first one and 0 on the last one. And if you three-shot, then it only gives you like 5%. And then a skill that always gives you 10% will actually be more helpful. So until you can one-shot, other Link skills will actually be better than the Hoyoung one. So the Hoyoung is only better if the 16% that it gives or however much it is exactly, is enough to one-shot it, but another skill wouldn't let you one-shot it. So if the 6% difference is the difference between one-shotting and two-shotting, because like I take 10% here because that's like the Kanna link that you already have, but then if that's the difference between one-shotting and two-shotting, then Hoyoung is better. But that margin, what is 6% damage when you take into account all of your damage calculation, is like a minuscule part, right? So the area where the Hoyoung link skill for mobbing is really good is very small. And where it's good for bossing is also very small because it only gives you the 10% IED, which, yeah, for you will be nice, but only if you're bossing. So I don't think it's a very high priority link skill for you. It'll add a little bit, but it won't be super high priority. So in general, if you check !links in the chat, I have a full grid of all of the link skills and Legion buffs of all the characters in the game. And you can use that as a guideline on which character to level up first for your Legion and then which ones to do later.
Okay.
So I'll look at that list later. What was the other thing you mentioned that I wanted to talk about?
So we did Legion, link skills, and the inner ability.
Yeah, crit rate is important there, so that's an important one. You don't have any crit rate and critical damage in your Hyperstats, I see. Is that what you were planning on to put points into now?
To be honest, I just threw some Hyperstats. I mean, even Arcane Force, so it will be easier for me to do the Vanishing Journey on start.
Yeah, of course.
Just things that I thought would be good. I just tried the magic attack, so I wasted 1 point just to try it. So I think I will reset it a bit later, because right now the arcane power and the boss damage and the damage, of course, they're helping me a lot right now.
Yeah, boss damage will probably help you killing the elites.
Right? I didn't even know that the max level is 15. I remembered it was 10.
Yeah. It stays 10 until you get 5th job, and then after 5th job you can go past 10 to 15. Yeah, but
that's nice.
It's very expensive. You can click on the 10. You can see how much it costs to level one more. It's 50, and then the next one is I think 65, and then it's like 80, 100, and then 150, and then there's like 200. Yeah, it gets super expensive. So you don't want to go too high too fast. I also have a video for Hyperstats that's under !Hyperstats YouTube video, and it kind of talks about how to distribute your points. So in your situation, especially since you're leveling pretty fast and your account is pretty new, putting points into the arcane power is really good early on, so you can make sure you can keep going to the new areas and get a lot of, and don't take a lot of extra damage, and deal more bonus damage, because that can give you a final damage bonus, right? If you hit the caps. If you hit the
150%, right?
Yeah, there's a 110, 130, and 150%. So you can always see in the top left of your map, if you're in a map with arcane power requirement, it'll show you how much you have compared to the map and how much your final damage multiplier is. If you just go into a map,
like this.
Yeah, so it says you're over by 0, so you do 100% of your damage and you take 100% of the damage. Yeah, and if you go to another map where you have, be careful, because if you get blocked, the rock counts as a use item, so you can't use it.
So I can't use it.
It's silly, but yeah. So if you would be in Vanishing Journey, it'll show you a different number. So there's a 10%, and a 30%, and a 50%. So if you hit those thresholds, if you hit those thresholds, then you will get there will show you you're over by 40, which is more than 50%. So you take 150, and now you take only 1 damage, and you deal 50% final damage. And because that's final, there's a lot of value there. But in the beginning, your symbols are going to level very quickly. So,
then we'll slow down a bit.
Yeah, so you don't want to overcommit points either. Like up to 5 or 6 is fine. But if you go to like 7, 8, or 9, and then every time you have to reset the points again because you just gained a level on your symbols, every time it's 10 mil to reset. And you don't want to switch like 3 times a day, you know? So I think where you have it now is fine. And I think with the other stuff too, but I think it's best if you level now to just start putting your points in critical rate and critical damage probably. Critical rate first up to you have 100%, so partially is going to be the Phantom Link that you talked about. And one thing that's going to be very good for you is to make a Beast Tamer if they become available again this winter. Because it gives you HP % and boss damage and critical rate.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, so that's huge for you. And then if you get to... Yeah.
decent sharp eyes. Sorry to interrupt you.
That is also a very useful one for you, yeah. But I wouldn't do it just yet. How much does it cost to unlock one extra slot? 100
Not
mil.
that much.
If you think that's worth it, you have 2 boost nodes, you have your 3 skills, you have decent holy symbol. It could be worth it. It could be worth it. It gives you 10% critical rate and some critical damage. Just the main thing to think about is that the critical damage is really good, but if your critical rate isn't 100%, then it doesn't apply all the time, so it's not as efficient. So if you want before you start
going less.
Okay. Yeah, exactly, because it's not activating. So, or not always at least. So if you want the critical damage to get all of its value, then you have to work on the critical rate to 100% first. So if you get that, you would be at 75, and then with the I think if you have level it goes 1% per level up to level 5 in the hyperstats, and then 2% per level after that. So if you get it to like 7, that should be 9%. Yeah, it will go up to 15 at level 10, yeah.
That's nice.
So 10 and 15. And I think, how much do we get extra on the next rank of the skill? Can you check in the skill tab?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you have to close this one. This one wants to be on front always.
Another 5%.
Another 5%, okay. So you go up to 70 and then 80 with decent holy symbol, and then you can very easily get to like 90 with hyperstat points. So you'll get very close then. It's good that you have that inner ability. Well, and then if you add the Phantom Link, boom, you're there. The Phantom Link in one day you can get 10% by just getting to level 70 Phantom. So then you'll be at 100%. And then basically as you level your Phantom, you can just you'll be building up a buffer for when the event goes away, event buff goes away, and then you won't fall back down to like 60%, but you'll stay at like 80 plus to 90. So then, so that was a really good time to build up really quickly so that you can fill up the gap when the skill is removed, and now you can take full benefit with IED and with the critical rate and the boss damage as well as a new account. So it's a good time for you.
Okay, nice.
Okay, so we talked about hyperstats, you know about the inner ability, you know about the... talked a little bit about your matrix as well. How are you doing with your boost nodes for your matrix? Since we were looking at that.
The matrix system is kind of new for me.
Yeah.
But I checked some videos and I saw that I need like... I mean, on Kanna I need like 6 main skills to boost.
Yeah.
So this node is pretty good. I actually got lucky. So I'm working on leveling it up. This one isn't the best yet.
No.
So I need to get like another one for here.
Yeah, you want
but
the
so
boss.
Far I'm working on it and like, yeah.
The one that's
this one is actually pretty good too.
Yeah, that one. That one
would. I can't equip it, so like.
I would take that. Oh, that's the same top one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't think there's any real. If you're mainly gonna be mobbing, this is gonna be your farming Kanna, right?
Yes, eventually.
Yeah, so eventually you'll definitely take 3 boost nodes. Yeah, so those 2 that you have there, those are pretty much perfect, except that for the last one you want boss instead of Vanquisher Charm. The 2 up there, I mean, that you have equipped.
I see.
Like the right one, you want to have boss there instead of Vanquisher Charm. Oh no, people typically go for Yosuzume instead of Shikigami Doppelganger.
Oh yeah.
Shikigami Doppelganger is more like a big burst for on bosses. I don't know if you have Yosuzume. It's like
no.
It's like red and yellowish wrapped little voodoo doll. It looks a little bit similar though to
this one? No.
That's the doppelganger. If you scroll down, I think it's...
Yeah.
Oh, there. The 3rd job, yeah. There, Yosuzume, top right.
Yes. Okay.
It's the...
So we need to upgrade this one.
Yeah, it's like the little things that fly around whenever you kill things that just fly around the map.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you boost those, they start killing things further away from you, and then it's a lot of extra kills, yeah.
That's nice, okay. I will write it down.
Yeah, so Yosuzume, and then Boss, or Boss Yaksha, whatever it's called, and Kishin. That would be, and then, yeah. And you know about, so the boost nodes can level up to 25 by themselves.
Okay.
And then your matrix slot can level up to 5, so that one boost node in a slot can go up to 30 at the highest.
I see.
And that will give you 60% final damage. But a skill can be boosted by 2 separate boost nodes up to 50, so a total of 60 because of the 2 leveled up slots.
Oh.
So you want all of your skills to be in your boost nodes twice. So since you have 6 skills and you want them to be in there twice, that's 12 lines and 3 per boost node, so that's 4 total boost nodes.
I see. Oh,
And
wow,
then,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You can actually also boost them for even more. Like you could take 6 different boost nodes that all have the same skill in there. If they're all on same level, you can do a lot of final damage extra with them because all of the individual levels will all add up.
Right.
However, that's not very efficient, right? Because then you can't use any of your skill nodes, and those give you a lot of kill potential as well. So it's always about balancing out.
Of course, domain too, and everything. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I use, Aegis for the expand drop for now. It's like.
What's also going to be a pretty good skill is the Sengoku Force is very useful. I don't know if you've seen that, if you've gotten that one already. It's a skill node.
Skill node? No, we don't have this one.
Oh yeah, okay. It's basically you summon a bunch of Sengoku warriors that just kill things around the map.
Oh, that's for Kanna and Hayato?
Yeah, Kanna and Hayato. Yeah, Sengoku shared skill. Yeah, it's also a pretty nice one.
Okay, and I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
One of my main problems is like, this is going to be my farming Kanna, so I have a main, he's a paladin, and I try to focus on both of them on the same time, and it's kind of rough.
Yeah, because you're both in the build-up phase for both of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them are over level 200, so it's pretty nice, but like, I don't know who should focus more.
Yeah, it's a combination of, because events kind of mess up your focus. So your focus is opening up new areas, doing the dailies for the symbols, building up arcane power, and getting nodes to level up your skills. Like that's the focus kind of on both of them.
Right.
But events can kind of mess up your focus because, for example...
Yeah, with the coin cap and...
yeah, being able to get the event rings, for example, that can give you a lot of damage right now. And then for your Kanna, you probably want to focus on those very hard because that'll help you get stronger very quickly. And then you'll be able to use that power.
Oh, really? I actually thought to use the event rings on my paladin. Because it's like, it's pretty much endgame, no? I mean,
it's
the
very...
ring at least and the...
Yeah, since the Gollux is so far down, they are very good. The thing is, they were very good on Kanna because of the HP MP conversion. I don't know if you know about that with Kanna.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because that translates into... I think it makes the Chaos Ring, if you get like a decent roll on it, like equivalent of like 50 magic attack or something. It actually becomes pretty crazy.
Oh, nice. So maybe I would, so I should get the Chaos Ring on my Kanna.
Yeah, so the question is like, how much have you already invested, right? Because you have 3 unique rings already.
Yeah, so those rings, I don't know, every ring is 50% int. I wanted them to go meso rings, but like 50% int on each ring is pretty good for me.
Oh, you were trying to tier them up and you ended rolling 50?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of embarrassing, but like...
kind of stuck, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good for me.
Yeah, it is.
Like for now. To get in
yeah, well, you still need the power from... You need the power somewhere to be able to kill things. Oh yeah, so is everything with the matrix kind of clear? What you're aiming for there?
Yes, I wrote it down too.
Okay. Oh yeah, so yeah, just one thing to remember, but you probably already know, but just to make sure, like you can't have the same top skill twice activated, so that all have to be 4 different nodes with 4 different top skills. But if you have a node that's like a candidate, what's called a tri-node, so a skill that has 3 skills that you all want to level up, like that one you showed me, right? That's also good, but you don't want to use it to level up the other one with, the one on the bottom left. Like, it's probably better to save that one for now, because it's possible that you get the best combination, and then you can use the one you have activated now to level up the one on the bottom instead. And all the experience will just get transferred from the top one to the bottom one, and then the different skills will just be leveled.
Oh, That's nice. So like I can level this one with this one.
Yeah,
After
all you have to do is unequip it, and then it'll be possible to use it as a boost node for another one instead of being the boosted node.
I see.
So as long as you get the right combination of 4 nodes that cover all of the skill twice, then you can redo them. So yeah, and until you get to that point, you can just disassemble all of the nodes that have a top skill that you don't want to use anyway. You know how to disassemble and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so those last 3 ones you can disassemble for shards because you never need the top one. Yeah.
Right. Okay, thank you
Okay.
for the matrix advices.
Okay. And then for gear, honestly, staying with the boss accessory set for a while is probably decent because you get the HP, you get the stuff. You have you have the full 9 set now.
Yeah, and I have the mech bandit. Like this one is
the
farming kinda.
Oh yeah, and the other one is a 10 set bonus.
Yes. That's kinda crap, but yeah.
Well, that would allow you to go, to maybe switch out like one of the rings with an event ring, for example, and then you don't lose the set bonus, but you get stronger.
Okay, that's actually wise.
Let's see, and the shoulder, okay.
You want to see the equips?
Yeah, let's go over the equips real quick. So the rings are 15%, and then the Ifia ring cannot get any potential, I think.
Yeah, this one can't.
Okay, yeah. So this one's just... Oh, and that one isn't there for set bonus either.
Yeah, this one's just to fill the slot.
Okay, so that's 2 we could already switch out then, right? If you switch the pendant, and then you could switch 2 rings out. So that could be like a Chaos ring and a Synergy ring, for example. Do you know about the rings, how they work?
Yeah, most of them.
Okay, I have exclamation mark rings in the chat as well with the details if you want to.
Out.
Okay, yeah. So you can know which ones are worth getting, which ones are maybe a little bit more tricky. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, and your cup was like 56 intellect or something. Yeah. Oh, dex. I see.
Yeah, dex.
30. Oh, with magic attack. Okay, so that ends
but like
up.
The flame score is nice for now.
Yeah.
It's nice for the mid game.
Because it has magic attack for sure.
Yes.
Okay, and then meso obtain on the pendant. And
yeah, this one the 9% start kind of sucks, but it's good for now.
Yeah.
So yesterday I rolled this one after 5 black cubes. It was unique.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so I think I should. This is going to be here for a while.
Yeah, compared to your other stuff, that's probably going to be there for a while. Yeah.
This one is a nice. I mean, not really. It's not the best. I tried to. I mean, it's only 20 flame score. Yes, that's kind of bad.
So it's a little bit more because of the MP, right? MP gives you flame score as well. So if you do the well, we have to know your HP multiplier, but I don't know how much it is. But let's say your multiplier is like 2, then it's like 4.5 divided by 150. So like that'll be like 30. Wait, 4.5k divided by 150 is 30, right? Yeah. So that means that the MP line is worth like 30 flame score.
Oh, so it's like 15 total.
So 50, and then the luck is like 1 to 10 ish roughly. So that's like it's like 52 almost. That makes it so that's way higher than 20, right?
Than 20, yes.
Yeah.
That's another story.
Yeah. And this one has MP as well. So yeah. And magic attack.
Yeah, that one is pretty nice.
Yeah, it does add up. It's nice to have so many lines.
It's like it's not the best, but it's pretty good for now. I mean, the 5% total stance.
Yeah, once you compare, like, if you calculate fully the flame scores of everyone and put them all together, you'll very clearly see, like, which one is actually really good and which one can maybe use a little bit of improvement. And the great thing for Kanna is that for not too much money, the average outcome for the Kanna flames is very high because HP and MP can really save your flames. There's so many lines that help you get damage. You can very easily get like 40, 50 on everything. Probably with like 100 mil or something, you can get everything to 40 or 50 or something. It's very fast.
Yeah, like I really like those pens. Those pens, like.
Yeah, these probably seem bad because it's only 20 intellect. But if you do the math, it's probably pretty good. It's probably like 60, 70, maybe even 80 score or something.
So I got these top 2.
Oh yeah, 44. Yeah.
Yeah. The Nova boots, I actually got them yesterday.
Oh yeah, nice all stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good for now, for
No
sure.
flame advantage.
No, but still really good.
And the all stat and jump
Yeah,
combination.
jump
So
can help.
these are the Von Leon gloves. I actually want to change them to the ones from Array, right? It's from Array.
Um,
I mean, I will change them eventually before switching to AbsoLab.
from root. Oh, you mean the? Oh, you want
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
the root gloves from the castle, from Grandis Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you will use those purely just as fodder to transfer hammer because this glove is like
Yeah.
because it's got 5 magic attack and 6% all stat and 9% int. Like you're gonna use this one as your actual glove. If you are already like working on getting Abso and stuff, then yeah, you want to get a 150 glove and make sure you can take advantage of the Star Force events now, so you don't have to.
Right, it will save me a lot of
Yeah, because you'll
mesos
get your Abso later, and then you can
overall.
immediately transfer over. Yeah.
Right.
So you probably get like wait till the 5, 10, 15 and then get what would be the best meme? The best meme might be to wait for 30% off and then go for 15 star during the 30% off and then just hold it until another 5, 10, 15 and then use that other 5, 10, 15 to get it to 16, transfer hammer and then get 17 again on the Abso.
Okay, that's a nice plan. Let me.
Yeah, so you basically do that with both with the shoe, with the glove, with the cape, and well, typically I say with the shoulder as well, but that's going to be way harder now.
Yeah.
Because you know how to get the shoulders, right?
Yeah, the absolute shoulders.
Well, yeah. So we're talking about now how to get level 150 stuff. So you can do this, right? 30% to 15.
I made a big problem. I had the Commercy actually, the
Mm-hmm.
Commercy shoulder, and I threw it.
Oh, you threw it. Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of sucks.
Yeah. There's one other way to get shoulders right now, and that's from killing Madman Renmaru.
Right, the Amenozimo.
Yeah, he's like
the
in
Japanese gods.
yeah, he's like in Deadmine 2, I think, or Deadmine 3
Yeah.
on the bottom, and then you can do him once per day. But his drop rate is pretty low, so
Pretty low, yeah. I remembered it to be much more.
yep. They said they increased the drop rate, but you know, doesn't seem to be super. Yeah.
Nice increase.
But so the shoulders from there, and then you can get the gloves from the shop in Grandis, right, from the black market. The shoes, you can get the Root shoes in Root Abyss in the shop, and then the capes, you can get the Chaos Sakum cape from Chaos Sakum, what is it, Enraged Sakum cape, I think.
Enraged Sakum cape, yes.
Yeah, so if you have those, you can during 30% off, you can get them to 15 in the No Boom room. And then keep them there until there's another 5, 10, 15. Get your Abso stuff, get the items to 16, transfer 16 again, and then safeguard to 17, and then you'll have 17 star all the Abso.
I see. Oh, that's quite a plan for them. Nice.
Yep. That's like long term, but you can already start doing that. So then you'll feel a little bit like I don't have to do everything. So you just gain like one daily, right? You gain doing Madman Ramaru, and that's it. As long as you start doing that now, hopefully you can build up a few shoulders. Hopefully you can get one or two.
Doing it daily already, so it's nice.
Yep. Oh, what is that flame? 6% all?
Where?
Your cape?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's always nice, 6% all. Even if the rest doesn't give you much, 6% all is always a good starter.
It's fine for me because I don't have much mesos, as you can see, to waste.
Yeah. I see you spent a little bit on the Star Forcing, right? No, sorry, on the cubing to try to get some legendary and yeah. Oh, that's good though.
Let's see. I have the belt. That's that's not the best, but it's fine for now. I actually thinking about replacing, to reinforce the earrings.
Yeah, so if it's reinforced earrings just by themselves,
I actually have them.
If it's just by themselves,
because I use the event.
Also the base stats of the ring are better, but you lose your set bonus, right? So it would be better to keep the earrings and switch the rings than to switch the earrings and keep the rings, because the rings will add more damage than the earrings will add. So
and anyway, I need to replace this one and.
Yeah, and then you can switch one of the other ones to get the event rings in there, and you'll get way more damage from that because of the MP and the HP and the magic attack.
Right.
And you can definitely save the earrings, but you can use them later for like the full set if you want to do more difficult bosses with the Kanna. Or you can also use them to get high Star Force and then transfer into Superior, maybe.
Yeah, so I got 12 because of the event. Like, I used the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cheap to get to 12, right?
Yeah, that was easy. It's fun. So I got the black bean mark, which actually a nice flame. But I asked you earlier about it, and you told me already what to do with it. So like,
yeah. Is it also part of is the black bean mark part of the set?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
it is. Okay, because there's also a chaos pink bean mark, which looks almost the same, but it's part of a different set. Yeah.
I see.
It feels like a set with like old weapons that don't drop anymore now. It's a little confusing.
By the way, yesterday I like moved around here, and I saw this. Let me show you. I saw the New Leaf City. Wait, where? What? It has it. Oh my god. Fuck my English.
It's okay.
Level 180 ring. And like I asked someone
Oh,
how to get it.
Glona's heart? Yeah. So
yeah, I think
it
it
is...
will take me a few years.
it is not super hard to get it, but every time you Star Force, it costs the same coins as it costs to get it. It also costs extra coins to safeguard every single time.
Wow. So it's like...
Yeah, they changed...
It could be an end game.
It could definitely be like the best in slot ring, but you need to do a lot of dailies, a lot of weekly, and you have to always save up all your coins until there's the good event, and then always Star Force during the event. And if you blow it up, you have to start all the way from scratch. So when it came out, based on how many coins you could get every day, if you did your dailies every day, the average amount of time it would take you to get 22-star ring was 10 years. And now they doubled the rewards, so now it's only 5 years. Yeah, so it's already better. But now they also connected Gollux with the area, and now you can also buy extra coins with the Gollux coins. And there are Star Force events that will allow you to, for example, in the early, right, if you do the 10+1 success and you use that to get to 15, you can skip a lot of possible coin costs with that.
Yes.
Yeah, so there are opportunities, but you really need to work hard in that other region to go for it. So for you, for a Kanna farmer, it's not on the table whatsoever. You don't have to worry about it. But if you want to get like super strong end game with the Paladin, it is something you could unlock and start working on early on. If you can get a high Star Force.
Like a nice goal.
Yeah.
It seems fun.
Yeah, it's pretty out there, but if you get successful, you actually end up with like the best ring you can possibly get. The only other ring that would come close is like the drop from Hard Gloom if you get like super lucky with stars on that, for example. Yeah.
I see.
So yeah.
So this is my weapon. I'm going to replace it, of course, with Fafnir.
This is a Von Leon, yeah?
Nice. Yes, I mean the flame score. You can't really calculate.
Yeah.
But it's pretty nice. And my Akufan actually is 9% int, 6% magic attack. I have a Sweetwater one ready to get cubed.
Ah, this one, yeah.
So I will replace it.
Yeah, and then you go for Abso on the main, yeah. So you skip. Wait, are you gonna skip Fafnir, or are you working on Fafnir first?
No, I will work on Fafnir for a bit because I won't have much time to play soon. I mean,
I see.
Not like now.
Yeah. Fafnir
but
first.
I work for Fafnir maybe. I don't mind getting to legendary. It's always nice. I mean, to have something good, but it depends on my progress, to be honest. Because if I will be able to get the Absolute pretty quick, so I won't.
Yeah, you don't want to over-invest if you're gonna be upgrading quickly anyway.
Yeah, because if I want an upgrade, I want a big upgrade and not like 20k range upgrade.
Yeah, and because there's no boom and like Star Force events, it'd probably be best for you to spend a lot of money kind of disproportionately on Star Force now, on the preparing, and then save up money and do the cubing after that. Usually you want to do it the other way around because the cubing can lead to meso obtain and it can make the money back faster. That's usually better, but it's not usual that there's a no boom room and like Star Force events like these. That's kind of an opportunity that's you have to grab basically.
The equips, yes, it will save me a lot.
Yeah, to get like your CRA to 15, for example, that would be very cheap if you do that during the 30% off. and then the other equips we talked about. That would be like your heavy focus for now. Yeah, the Kanna treasure, you can get that to 15, yeah. And then... But that's another great part about going for the event rings. You don't have to worry about Star Force. They're already done. They can't be Star Forced anyway, so you only have to worry about the potential.
It's actually saving a lot too.
Yeah, it's basically like you get a 15-star item, basically. Okay.
More things that you want to go for?
What else do you have in terms of like backups? Because you have some Gollux items. So are you killing Gollux yourself, or do you have like carries there? Or
I started to killing a bit of easy and normal to try to get rings actually right now. And like my friend is doing Elox, so like he's actually taking me to Elox.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm doing Elox daily. I'm not getting the coins though. He's taking the coins.
Yeah.
So I just waiting for like reinforced and superior items to be dropped so I can have backups and actually get a superior item.
Yeah, so if you're focusing on farming, I don't even know if you have to ever switch to like reinforced set. That's mainly if you want to do your bosses later. I think if you do if you're using that for drop and you have 9 set now, what happens if you lose your 9 set? You lose like 10% all stat? No, 15 all stat, 10 weapon and magic attack. That's not crazy if you lose 1 there.
No.
And if you lose 2, that's no extra loss there. So if you went down to 7, you lose boss damage, but yeah, if you're gonna be farming, who cares? So let's say we replace. So you have 9 now. Let's say we replace your 3 of your rings.
I can switch the greed pendant for.
Yeah, but I would keep the greed pendant.
Yeah.
Because you can maybe find more symbols and then get stronger that way. Because I'd be tempted to say just replace 3 rings, like the top 3 ones, and just replace all 3 with event rings.
Yeah.
And then for your other stuff, just do the thing like work on Fafnir for the weapon, the Sweetwater for your secondary, and prepare. Basically, keep what you have now in terms of shoe and shoulder and glove and cape, but prepare the 150s during the 30% off for when Abso comes, basically.
Right.
And other than that, just keep going, keep leveling, keep doing dailies.
Yeah, actually progressed pretty well for 16 days.
Yeah, I think you're doing pretty well, yeah. If there's something like a cube sale, then work on the event rings and try to get like the meso obtain or drop rate on there. Prioritize meso obtain, of course, because then you can make your money back faster and then you can use the rest of your money to get drop rate.
Yeah, I need to cap on drop. I mean, those things. I'm actually was upset of getting 50%.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I get it. You want to roll out of it, but you know you shouldn't, and you shouldn't. You did well by not doing it, but by not having played for very long, I can already tell that you already understand a bunch of things about the game very well. That you're like, okay, I probably shouldn't do this, probably shouldn't do that, and like your intuition is already on point for a lot of things, so that's good. That means you are very unlikely to make any like really bad mistakes. Because as long as you just stay careful, if you're not sure, then you'll be fine.
Yeah,
except for dropping the shoulder.
Yeah, that was so dumb.
But I've done that. Like my Kanna treasure ring, I dropped that on an old character, and then they changed the Star Force rule, and I was like, oh, well, rip.
I'll tell you what, I dropped it because as a new account, I can drop anything for like a week, okay? I played for a week, I actually got rid of it, so I could drop things. And because I bought NX, I couldn't drop anything for another 7 days. And my inventory always gets full when I'm doing bosses. So after I got rid of this week, I just threw everything.
Yeah.
I just made some space. And like,
just because of frustration of not being able to drop for so long, yeah. And then you may drop a little bit too much in your...
Yeah. That was fun though. So I guess... I have plans for the future right now.
Yeah, you do have some plans. So the end goal is to have like 17 Abso stuff, get your accessories to unique. So one thing I will say, if you get to legendary, and you're going for meso obtain or drop rate, try to always get meso obtain or drop rate plus 1 line of intellect on top of it. Yeah. That'll help you so much, because that's like 80% intellect for free just by getting 1 line on all of your accessories.
Yeah, it will help me a lot. Like, actually, was happy about the
yeah.
spend it. Like,
no, this one is okay for now, but then once there's like a Star Force, once there's like a cubing event or a cube sale, then try to get an extra line of intellect in there, because there's just so much damage extra.
Nice. So I have one more question.
Yeah, go for it.
As I said before, like, I should focus on the Kanna, right? More than the Paladin, like doing the...
Yeah, so some stuff, some event stuff that can help you forward would be useful. Have you looked at the event store that the people made that I put in the commands?
Yeah, that you can like...
with the colors? Yeah. Like having stuff like the soul bag, for example, for your paladin will be very nice, because it's a lot of free inventory space. I don't know if you have one here.
No, I don't.
If you buy one during sale, I think it's only like 350 or something. And the last 3 weeks, the last 3 weeks we'll be able to get like 500 coins per day, so it'll go very quickly. Because that gives you like 40 extra slots in one slot for your use.
Actually use.
You can just stack soul. You can stack soul shards and souls in there for like half a year or something. And some event rings on the paladin will be good too.
I actually noticed something on the event shop. Okay. That there is a one ring that is tradable. I thought about getting it.
Yeah, the Sylph ring. Yeah.
I know it's not the best ring, right?
You can get critical damage on it, which is pretty good. But again, like only if you have 100% crit rate is it really gonna work. But it could work as a I
mean, like on sale it's only 1,000, and 1,000 on a mule it's nothing. So it actually.
Yeah, you may. You're thinking of buying it with a mule and then transferring it over. But this one, so this one has like locked potential, and then you can't re-roll it. So that's like why it's kind of the downside. It does get the critical damage, and it has okay stats. But I usually don't advise it because the other ones can be better, and because you can Star Force the other ones to be better. But for a basic ring, that one is good. Yeah, that is true. I think what you want to focus on more is if you want to get the synergy ring on this guy and on the paladin. In order to maximize the stats, you want to get the synergy ring on 3 other characters as well.
Oh wait, it's one per character? No.
Yeah, so so it stacks, right? So it gives you a set effect between the characters in your account who are also wearing it. So if you want to get the damage, the max damage from it on your 2 characters, then you need 3 other characters that are also wearing it.
I see.
So that's going to be...
I thought the rings are like per word, I mean per account. And
those are per character.
Okay, so the plans
so if it says remaining, it's per character, and then if you look at the Mega Burninator coupon, on the bottom it says like remaining within world, so that means it's per account.
I got confused because most of them.
Yeah, no, I understand.
It's huge. Like I can get the rings of most of... I mean, on the Kanna and on the main.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, that's it.
So prioritize the chaos and the synergy. It's very possible though that you'll only be able to buy them on the last sale, because the chaos is pretty expensive, right? I think it's 3,000. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. But with how many coins we're going to be able to get later on,
it will be nothing.
Yeah, no, you'll have like 10,000 coins or something lying around. Yeah. Like, cool, what do I do with all the other ones? Oh, and the boxes, the note stone and the symbol boxes refresh every week.
Oh.
Yeah, these two. Yeah, but so we have a Sunday sale this week. So if you want to buy them also this week, buy them on Sunday. But when Wednesday goes into Thursday, they reset. It's within world, but every week it's 5 within world. But they don't say that they reset. So
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty nice. I use that on my...
I'm definitely getting those on a mule.
Yeah, you could get it on a mule, but focus on the synergy rings first, because you can always buy those with mesos as well in the Hennessy shop. So I would focus on in the shop events. Always focus on items that you cannot buy in the game out of the event. Always, yeah.
I mean, that's a big change of plans, because like I thought it's one each world, So I start getting like some cosmetics.
Yeah.
before
Oh yeah.
getting okay. Nice. That's actually good to know.
Yeah, that gives you some value to be on your character and do the dailies, because then you can do the dailies and get some points at the same time, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. And actually, it's really nice to level up mules. I mean, link skills with the new big thing, the silver.
Yeah. I was leveling my Night Lord yesterday, and it was way faster than I thought it was, because you can just sit on the pig half the time and just dash through all the monsters. It's actually really fast. Yeah.
Yeah. So nice. Okay, I'm pretty happy from it.
Okay. Is there anything else specifically that you were thinking about?
Oh yeah, one last thing, the power crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So until now, I didn't know there is a cap, weekly cap.
Yeah,
So I just
60
sold
per week,
every crystal I had, and, and I noticed that like I sold 1 million crystals instead of like the 20 million.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So
And
should
they
I just
don't. Yeah.
should I just throw the array and the low level crystals?
Yeah, so it's 60 per week, again, per character, so your separate characters can sell their own 60. Typically what I do, it totally depends on how much you're bossing. If you do a lot of the bosses every day, then you will pass the 60 pretty easily. So if you do bosses in a party, then the crystal gets, the value gets cut by how many people are in the party. So you can see some of the crystals, like the last ones have like...
2 party members.
2 party members, so the value of all the crystals right now is under ! dailies. So you can see which ones are good to definitely sell and which ones are bad. And I also highlighted in bold which... like if you want to maximize how much money you can make, which ones you want to sell and which ones you don't want to sell. But if you don't have access to the harder bosses yet, then whichever ones are the best for you is going to be lower than that. But the like the higher ones are, for example, Hard von Leon, normal Magnus, normal Arc, normal Papillades. Those are all around like 7 to 8 mil each.
Yeah.
And then comparatively, normal Rudibus is like 2.8, I think. So that's quite a bit lower. Typically, what I do, if I see that I have less than 10, if I have less than 10 left to sell, I just won't sell. I'll just only sell the good ones. But typically, that's only on the last day or like on the second to last day of the week.
Yeah.
Because you need to sell 50, so you need to do a lot of bosses. It's kind of min-maxy to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna save this 4 million crystal so I can sell a 7 million one. But then right after the reset, you can sell all the ones you have in your inventory, or just drop the ones that are low value. And typically that will be Rudibus. If you do a lot of Rudibus, then those are probably the ones you're gonna be like throwing away and not selling.
I see. Okay, that's really cool to know. I actually want to min-max on these mesos because why not? I mean...
Yeah, it does add up. Well, once you have meso obtained, you want to stop doing that because you'll just make more money just farming than min-maxing on the crystals, right? The only ones you definitely want to do is the weeklies, because it's like 40, 50, 70, 100 mil for like Lotus and Damien. And the value of the high crystals is going to go up with the Rise update as well.
Right. So actually, my last question is about Damian and Lotus requests. I never done them. It's like something.
Oh yeah, if you go to the left here and then you go to the dimensional mirror, there is a Rev conference pavilion.
Okay.
Should be the second one way up top. Yeah. And then you walk to the left, and there's two. There's like birds. And you click the bird, and then he has and he has two things. One of them is you have to one person at a time. So Black Heaven, you have to do all of that for Lotus. So you start with you can click it. You can start with chapter 1, and then the rest is like in the fog. And as you clear the chapters, the whole storyline clears up.
Open.
Yeah, and then for the other one, Damien has all of the stories already opened in the beginning, and you only have to complete number 4. You can do the whole storyline if you want to, But if you just do 4, the bottom one, then you unlock Damien after you complete that. Yeah, this one is set up a little bit differently. You can do the whole storyline if you want to, but just this last one is enough. Yeah, you get like extra rewards as well if you complete multiple times. You can get rewards. So basically, it's like Heroes of Maple. So it's like the story of the Heroes of Maple story, and you have to select some of the hero classes, and then you get their abilities, and then you have to use them in the boss fight. Phantom is very easy to do Damien with, and Evan is very easy to do the jump quests with, and I think.
Oh, good to know.
I think Aaron is pretty strong. Does like a lot of lines. But yeah, Phantom has like an iframe, so if you're doing the boss fight and you don't know what you do, you can just spam the iframe basically, and kind of survive a little bit longer.
The combat is not clunky.
It is a little bit, because you have like 3 abilities that you can use, and just like your regular. But Phantom has a flash jump, so that makes it a bit easier.
Oh, like the Kanna's treasure, and I couldn't do the Ayatos treasure.
Yeah, no, it's way less clunky than that. way less, yeah.
Okay. That actually was so rough.
Yeah,
I was
no.
sweating doing it.
Oh, and if you do this on one character in your account, then all your other characters can queue for the bosses, so you only have to do it on one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and so the Damien one takes like I think 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
So I actually can do it today.
Yeah, and the whole Lotus is like 4 hours.
So I need to do Damien and Lotus for the Abso Lab, right? I mean, I'm kind of new with this endgame.
Yeah, so you do the
things, and I'm getting 12 like from the weeklies, 12 coins.
Yeah.
I have them in my storage.
Yeah, I put mine in storage as well. Yeah, so the Damien and Lotus will drop their own drops that are like slightly different than the weeklies, but you have to combine them with the NPCs in the town maps. Yeah, and they will give you the coins, and then you use the coins in the shop.
Okay, that's nice. Good to know.
Yep.
So thank you very much for the help.
Yeah, thank you.
It was fun.
Yes, it was.
And I will see you on the stream.
I will see you on stream. Have a good one.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.